This is my mame bonsai. This is more than 6 years old now. You can see the trunk line also. It is grown from the cuttings. And this is the people tree, Ficus religiosa. And due to this, this is a winter season, so you can see the leaves, they are falling down. So this is plant has the habit of shedding its leaves once in a year. That is called as defoliation, and it happens on the deciduous plants. So this ficus plant is a very good plant for making a mame bonsai, and it is a good for medium bonsai, and it is good for a big bonsai. Actually in tropical countries we will see more ficus religiosa plants, people plants. This can be grown in from the seeds also, and it can grown from the branch cuttings, and it can be wild collected. Ficus religiosa, here it is made into a mame bonsai, and it is having the heart shaped leaves. This you can see it is having one trunk line and the two branches. With two branches also, with this plant is looking very beautiful. And this is having the alternate leaf system. This plant grows in any type of soil. Usually it needs neutral pH value soil, but if the proper drainage is there, and then good aeration in the soil is there, the plant can grow in any, with a little bit moisture also this plant grows. This plant, when it matured, it bears some flowers, and flowers after becoming matured, they have small seeds. The seeds will be having some wings like this. Those wings, with those wings, the seeds fall from one place, from the seed trees. They go far away place with the wind, and they fall on the bridges and the mountains, or any old structure houses. They fall on that. In the rainy season, with little bit moisture, they starts growing. So if you collect those type of wild grown people plant, they look very beautiful, with the thick trunk line and the branches system and the long roots. This plant can be grown on a rock also, and this can be a good for rock grown bonsai. Here this plant is made into mame bonsai or shohin bonsai. Now it is the, when the plants are made into a mame bonsai, because of this small part, the roots grows for, because of the small parts, the maintenance will be made. Maintenance means actually the plant doesn't know it is growing in a big part or the small parts. When it starts growing, it develops the roots. When the spot is small, there are chances of coming roots from the down hole, the drainage hole. So it is they are now, there is no space inside, and the roots are coming out. So now what you have to do, we have to repot this plant. In mame bonsai, first main thing is, every 6 months you have to check the root system of the plant, and you have to repot it every 6 months, and otherwise you have to put it in a big pot in pot. That means you are putting this plant into a big pot, and you are allowing it in the plant roots to grow out. That one also you can do it. Now here I am repotting this plant. I will show you how to repot a mame bonsai. It is very tight. Slowly it is coming up, because the roots are, it is having good root system. There are more fibrous roots, and the feeder roots are there. See here now. Because the spot structure is oval, and the roots are turning round and round. Now see the root system. It is having long roots. Actually, now when you see the root system in the nature, no, they grow, some of the roots they grow horizontal to the soil surface. Those are called as the ribbon roots. Now here we will remove all these roots and we allow this plant roots to grow horizontal. Already some horizontal roots are there. I kept this plastic mesh here below the trunk line of the plant. When I kept like this, though all these roots they are growing horizontal. So it is now many horizontal roots are there. I will cut them and I will keep these roots and allow the plants to thicken all these roots, these horizontal roots. First I will show you how to cut them. Like this we have to remove all these roots. See, it is flat in here. Now these are the main root system. Now we will keep it in a bonsai pot again. I kept it here and I will put the bonsai soil now. Here again I am placing this plastic sheet. We can put a mesh or we can put a this one tile also. I will show you how to put the tile also. You can see here the root is going out of the way. It is going deep into the soil. We don't need this root. We want a flattened root. So I am cutting down this root here. See, these are the flattened roots here now. Now you can see this is the stone. This is the tile, small piece of tile, and putting this plant on the small piece of tile, and I am allowing this. We are allowing these roots to grow horizontal. So we are placing it in the soil. Now we are filling entire area with the bonsai soil. Now we are placing the moss here. So the soil is here. The soil is very loose, and it is a fresh soil. And when you are watering the plant, there are chances of fresh soil coming out. One more thing, when we are putting this moss above this soil, the plant is repotted now, so it gives some coolness to the soil, and it stops evaporation of soil from the pot, and it helps in two ways. So here now I am entire pot I am covering with the moss now. Sphagnum moss. It is a sphagnum moss. Here ours is a tropical country. There is lot of sunlight is there. Sometimes it goes up to 30 degrees and 40 degrees also. That time we have to take care of the plant because of this small root and the small soil. So it is better to place the moss on the bonsai soil. It stops evaporation and it gives some coolness to the roots, and the roots there are chances of developing more roots and there are chances of developing more roots, and there are chances of becoming the root structure will become thick. So now I'll put this one in the water. So otherwise we can water the plant now. As soon as do repotting, it is better to water the plant now. We can cut some of the leaves. We can do defoliation now. See, this is a plant structure now. We'll water it and we'll keep it in a shade for 10-15 days. Then I'll shift it into slowly. I'll move this plant towards the sunlight, and I'll keep it in a tub with pumice stones or big pieces, and I'll put this plant on those pumice stones, and the tub and the plate will be. I'll take one plate and put some pumice stones, and I'll fill the water till the level of the pumice stones, and keep the plant on the pumice stones. So there will be coolness. The plant can absorb the water from the down holes, drainage holes, and it keeps the soil. Because why I am doing like this? Because the pot is very small, and there are chances once you water the plant, there are chances of draining out water within half an hour, and the soil becomes dry. During that time, you have to protect the roots, fibrous roots and the feeder roots. It is better to keep it in a plate filled with the pumice stones or brick pieces, and keep the plant above the pumice stones, and slowly that coolness gives the fastens the development of the plant. Thank you, friends. Now you can see how the roots are spreading in all directions. See here now. So again we are putting some more radial development we want. I want to thicken these roots. So again I am putting the tile below the roots, and I am placing it in the pot with the fresh soil. You can see the tile here now. Now we are placing the moss, so moisture will be there for the development of the roots. You can see now. So we will wait for 6 more months and we will see the development again. Now this length of this branch is more than this one, so you have to cut it down. We will trim the branch and this is the plant now. See here.